y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome back to my basement on this night when I'm watching all the things, I'm drinking all the things, but that includes Queen Charlotte, episode 3, the aftermath, I guess you'd say, of, I got something in my eye, the wedding night after Charlotte was tutored in the ways of marital wiles by Lady Danbury in an epic fashion. And Lady Danbury, did she give up the goods on Charlotte to the Dowager Princess? I can see why she would. She seemed to have been rewarded. What did she actually give up? And I know, and a lot of y'all said that while I was not impressed with George, that I should wait. I will find out his side of the story. I retain my right to be skeptic, because I still think it could have been done better. He could have been, I don't know what's gonna happen. Apparently we'll get backstory. I still reserve my right to skepticism. Okay, so I'm ready. I got the big cozy blanket, and as I said, I have my signature cocktail, the Anna B. Delightful and refreshing, ready to go. I hope you have your favorite beverage and your favorite blanket on hand too, and that you've remembered. Full episode watch along is available on Patreon. I like to see you there. I like to see you here as well, so hit like and subscribe, because I'd appreciate that. I've only had one drink so far tonight, you guys, and it's gonna be a long night. I'm here for the long haul, so thanks for being with me, and let's get to it. Coronation! Ooh. So I was in London, you might have heard, last month, and they still had a lot of the coronation things out, the coronation biscuits, teacups, cups, saucers, bags, shirts, the book, Charles and his queen. I know, but they also had Coronation gin. I didn't know the Windsors had their own gin brand. No, I did not get any.
You do not come below stairs.
Why are you here?
I need be. Studying his sciences up in the library.
If you allow yourself another rider, do not think I care, but mind he is of the right station.
I am not.
So they treat George down in the stable?
Why is he being examined by a strange doctor in the cellar? Why is he not being examined by the royal physician?
Yes.
You have seen nothing.
Well, that's code of you have seen nothing or else you will not be seen.
I do not care what Mother says. Today's a great day.
Sit still.
Right, I had questions.
Violet, Coronation Day is a great day.
Oh.
Yes.
Then why did Mother call it a farce?
Is that Violet Bridgerton?
Mother said they had to go all the way across the world to find someone willing to marry the king. What is unnatural about our society?
Do not repeat what your mother says to anyone outside the family.
Is that grounds for beheading?
Of course, I accept her. It is not my place to question the palace.
But you're gonna.
I know they have money, but money does not make them us.
The king gave them titles, did he not? All the families of the Ton got their titles and land from the king.
It is not the same.
It is. And they all attended Oxford with Daddy. So they are exactly like us. Or in some cases, considering that several of them are from royal families of their own and have much more money than we do.
That is too much thinking.
But I would like to request advanced mathematics.
That's right, racist mother.
But for a royal in need of an heir.
Right. So, isn't it that's the firstborn son that becomes king? So they have an heir. They have several spares. But the heirs do not have heirs, and is that the problem?
But you could try. Look at me. I am absolutely gorgeous. Style yourselves. A man might wander onto the grounds, a lost hunter or something.
She wishes.
Could we marry a lost hunter?
Of course not. You are not milkmaids.
So many spinsters, so little time.
Why is that? Yeah. So, you're the oldest son to the king. You're expected to carry on the crown. So you're trained from birth to carry on the crown, which means to marry and have more heirs. What happened?
Tell her you would like to host the first ball of the season.
Ooh.
They're here. Us?
Ooh.
That is not what tea is for.
Perhaps you should not attend. Perhaps you should stay home with me.
No, dearest. I will address the topic with her.
Good.
So,
Oh no.
after a few strained first days, they enjoyed a wonderful honeymoon, and the coronation has only drawn them closer.
What line of bull are you feeding her, Agatha? They need the spoon. I need to see the spoon. Because the spoon, the coronation spoon, makes me laugh and giggle. Because I imagine the royal salad dressing to go with the royal spoon to anoint the monarch. There you go, pumpkin.
God save the king. God save the queen.
Did they have public displays of affection in real time back then? I don't think so.
Clear the halls.
Right away.
He's infuriating. He is so very polite. It is a lie.
So we know what changed on her side. Why did George go along with it?
All we do, try to fill my room with a baby. It is an even day, obviously.
Well, we do not need to adhere to every even day.
We do not.
The sooner you are with child, the sooner we can cease this performance.
Our duty will be done.
Wow.
It is difficult. I know. The actor can be awful.
It is. It is awful.
The second time. So yeah, this last time we saw them together, they seemed pretty happy. And then he had breakfast with his mother, and she overheard. And he didn't question why she changed her mind. Could just see Lord Danbury trying these movies on Agatha.
Will you please no longer breathe so very loudly?
Would you please not talk?
I will talk if I wish to talk.
Then I shall breathe what I wish.
And I have explained
You
to-
have been breathing in my room.
They expect all these men to keep their trap shut about what's happening in this dining room.
Shall I leave?
Yes, leave.
Oh, Charlotte, what is this game you are playing? Commence!
It is an even day.
She's gonna leave it on.
Just get in.
They're children. Or I should say, they are immature. Not necessarily children. They're immature. Much older is George than Charlotte? Supposedly.
I should like to do something for poor mothers in hospital.
Orange?
Ugh, just let her pick her own orange.
Oh, well, we can go out to socialise, I suppose. I merely thought...
He does not socialise.
Surely with the title class.
The king does not attend any gatherings of the ton, your majesty.
He is above their stations.
He has a nice smile. He is tall and strong, handsome, and smells like a
It
man.
might have something to do with the doctor.
What doctor?
What?
She is his wife. She should know.
There is nothing to know.
You can't hide it forever. You can't hide a lie forever.
Are you not well?
Was that not up to your standards? Because
You
I
saw
feel
a
that was...
doctor the other day in the cellar.
It's Coronation Day. The crown must be examined on Coronation Day.
She wasn't. Was she?
I think they would want to examine the Queen as well. The cellar feels like a secret.
The cellar is where his examination room is.
That is all?
That is all.
I have a busy day tomorrow. I am to meet my ladies in waiting. After all, I am now, what were those words? Living for the happiness or misery of a great nation.
Do we think there will be a baby soon?
Well, how many weeks has it been? How many months?
There is pressure.
From Lord Bute.
It is none of your concern where the pressure comes from. Yes, Lord Bute. A baby seals the great experiment. We cannot fail.
So this great experiment.
Lord Danbury and I would like to throw the first ball of the season.
No, that will not be accepted.
And how about the second?
I know you would like Artiste to continue. It would be difficult for you to hear about the Queen being with child long after the fact, would it not?
Agatha.
I shall take it up with Lord Bute.
Why does Lord Bute have so much power? So the great experiment, why embark on this great experiment if nobody, you know what I mean by nobody, seems to like it or want to entertain it? Is it important to do? Yes. But why now?
Was this one a terribly awful round, my lady?
Not really. I planned some correspondence that I need to write, so the time was useful.
She had a moment. She had a moment to herself.
She has not yet decided, which is why I shall need to send out invitations before she does.
Ooh, Agatha. And her bath has been upgraded. Who's Violet mourning?
It is my husband's birthday today.
Oh, that's who she's mourning. Okay.
I constructed these, elaborate, wonderful hats, and he would wear them the entire day. He looked ridiculous in them. And we would laugh. I do not like today. It reminds me that there are no hats to make.
Make them for your grandchildren.
You are most fortunate.
Fortunate?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, I fear I must have misheard you. I am fortunate.
You may not like today. You are most fortunate.
Subtext, Violet. Subtext. Oh, look at her move. She wants out of there.
It is enough that I must see her at court.
What was that look, sir? Wait. So is Lady Danbury the only black woman in the court of the ladies in waiting? The only one? To be at least 2 or 3.
A child named Mozart. Where is he from?
Germany.
Your Majesty?
Distracted much?
I received an invitation to your little ball.
So sad to miss it.
That's such a shame.
Perhaps another time.
Mm-hmm. Is it an even day?
To attend.
Well, your duties are not like those of any king I have known. How do you spend your days?
Farming. Part of that science is agriculture. I enjoy farming.
So King George is Farmer George.
Yeah.
How does Farmer George King take care of his people when it looks like he's just pursuing his own hobbies?
You allowed her to send out invitations. The Tonner will not attend. Wives all over London are yelling at their husbands. No one wants to go home. Government is grinding to a halt.
Then your great experiment was doomed.
It sounds like Lady Danbury now has the upper hand.
No, of course not.
You will have Lady Danbury cancel the ball.
Or you throw all your support behind it. Right?
I wanted to ask if you would encourage the other ladies in waiting to attend.
Then what is the issue?
Your Majesty, they will not come if...
There he is. He is gardening with his own hands. Why would he do that?
Princess Augusta has asked me to cancel my ball.
I do not understand how this relates to me.
You are the Queen. Do you not understand? You are the first of your kind. That opened doors, I tell you to endure for a reason. You're so preoccupied with whether a man likes you.
Because she's 17, which is another thought I had.
You are our queen.
Queen.
Your people, our side. You hold our fates in your hands. Your palace walls are too high, Your Majesty.
Ooh. Lady Danbury, have you always had leave to speak so freely with the Queen? I thought that was just that one moment when they first met. He's gonna let her pick her own orange. He did.
I have picked my own orange.
You have, Your Majesty.
How much of that did Brimley understand as well? Oh, Brimsley. I don't know if he's gonna accept that. Is that different? What was happening?
Night. She'll see you again the day after tomorrow.
Well, technically, she sees you every day.
That must be exhausting and lonely. You must feel caged. No wonder you spend so much time in the garden.
I've always been this. An exhibit instead of a person.
You are a person to me.
Is he?
You can be a person with me.
Can he? Because you two have such meaningful discussions to try to get to know each other better.
George, I know you do not owe me anything after how I have behaved, and I know you do not like social events, but I need us to do something.
Are they going to host the first ball? Oh, they're going to the Danbury Ball. They're going to the Danbury Ball. Best thing about the Bridgerton balls are the flowers. They're exquisite. Is anyone going to be there? Or is the King and Queen the only ones that show up?
How is my coat? Should
And
I have a different handkerchief?
You look perfect.
The Holdy what's it? The other people they've mentioned but never seen.
Lord and Lady Ledger.
They showed up. First.
I think you would be attending.
Of course we are attending. We would not miss it.
She tried to miss it.
Oh.
But then she received a personal note from His Majesty the King. How could she miss an event that the King is planning to attend? This is the social event of the season.
Is it now? Is it now?
I like you. Let's be friends.
Okay. Sure.
When can I get you on one of my hunts?
Her Royal Highness, Princess Augusta.
Lord Danbury, Lady Danbury, I am honoured.
Your Royal Highness.
The honor is ours.
And now we are done socializing for the evening. That should be it. George and Charlotte better show up. You're looking like you're having so much fun. Is it the same dance?
They are not mingling.
His Majesty King George III and Queen Charlotte.
They showed up. They showed up. And now what?
Thank you for having me.
Your Majesty.
You know this is gonna be not in the reaction video. I don't even want to pretend to fight around that copyright. So the dances this time period stay the same because Bridgerton's what, 20, 30 years later? Or did the dance style change dramatically in those 25, 30 years? Oh, you do it! You do it! Do it!
May I have a dance with your wife?
You may.
You're so happy.
See?
Thank you.
You never have to thank me. We are a team. Are we not?
I don't know. Are you? So are they a one dance and they're out kind of couple? Or will they stay and mingle some? Can he die happy now?
We are a success.
Yes, indeed. I am a success. Let us go and celebrate.
Oh God, no, no, no. What did you do? What did you do? Yeah, they know.
With one evening, one party, we have created more change than Britain has in the last century, more than I would have dreamed.
You can do anything.
I don't know. I think you gotta give props to Lady Danbury for having the balls to push it through.
George!
I will not let you fall.
He's gonna drop her, isn't he? I'm expecting him to drop her. Oh, Agatha, you...
My lord? My lord, have you finished?
I think he did.
My lord?
Yep. Yep. Oh, Agatha.
You need not draw baths as often.
My lady,
Did he have a stroke?
we are done.
We are done.
Are you ready? Or shall I dress you first?
I think better to dress me after.
Yes. Good luck.
Good luck? Good luck with what?
Wait here. I will make sure everything is dignified for my lady, and then you can come and help.
Sure.
Oh, my lady! It's gone! My love is gone!
My love is gone. So, Lady Danbury, how did you keep the coffers full when your husband has passed?
Say that I was unable to attend due to another engagement. How kind of you to offer up your entire week of afternoon. And when I sent word today that I had broken a carriage wheel, how thoughtful of you to send your own carriage. With so many footmen.
It was only that I was surprised.
Surprised?
To encounter you in the church.
Oh, I can see how it would be surprising. A wife commemorating her beloved.
Oh, Violet, hold it for half a second.
I was with the Archbishop, discussing funding a school for orphan girls in the name of Lord Danbury.
How noble.
Lord Danbury disdained orphans and found girls useful only for breeding. Oh, in you, Edmund lives on. In me, Herman rots.
Shall we have something stronger than tea?
Yes.
Yes, Violet.
Bring out the claret. And she's spending Christmas on her own. She's spending Christmas on her own? Well, I guess with Brimsley.
Why do you think my girls never married?
Would not know, Your Majesty.
Try to know.
Your daughters, they love you. And the king, you were so young. If he had died, maybe you would have been hurt, grieved, but eventually you would have healed and moved on. Instead, you are still his queen, forever frozen. Your daughters could not leave you here, trapped in time.
Is that why her dress has never changed with the times?
George, is that you?
Better hope that's George.
Need to get
Oh, someone's doing a perfect mind, a beautiful mind thing.
George, it is cold.
What is going on?
Just stand guard at the garden door, clear the back hall, lock the servants in downstairs.
Lock the servants in.
I see you!
See, there is no hiding this. There's no hiding this.
Do you see her? I do, Your Majesty. Say hello! Hello, Venus. Your Majesty, let us cover you up with this.
Hello, Venus! George. Farmer George.
It is Venus.
I am Venus. Right here. I am Venus.
You are Venus?
Yes.
Venus is indoors.
Venus is indoors. She is with you.
So it started early. Started early. My thinking face. With a condition such as George's, you cannot hide that. What made them think there was any way in hell they could hide that from Charlotte? Yes, they had their separate houses, But there's still no way, if you spend any decent amount of time together, there is no hiding it. Ever. Do you wait to tell her after the wedding? Sure. Totally can see that happening, but there's no hiding it forever. But going back to the thought I had between watching episode 2 and episode 3, which was when we had their first love scene, why it didn't feel earned. Because one, the way it was presented, if you looked at it in the bubble of it looked very romantic, very sensual. But as I said, he hadn't earned it. He hadn't given her enough, or we hadn't earned seeing them in that way, because they were not together at all, and then we're giving sensual and are supposed to be happy for her, which I wasn't. But then there was something else that was bugging me, and I figured out what it was, which was, she said she's 17. When she said she was 17, internally I went, minor. Now, was it a minor in this time period? No, but it's a minor now. And then we got this rather explicit love scene with a character who, as we know now in our time, is a minor. Did we see her bits? No, we saw George's butt. I wish they hadn't told me she was 17. We just didn't hear it. Or it didn't need to be as explicit, because it's, for me, it's squidgy. I don't care if it's historically accurate. It's squidgy. Yeah, so that was another layer of for that scene in that episode. Now, again, we got more explicit scenes with tech, which was now times a minor. Squidgy, 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 squidgy. I don't need them to tell the story. That's me personally, my opinion. I don't need the explicit sex scenes to tell their story. She has 15 children. We know they have 15 children. I can use my imagination as how those 15 children came to be. So how does Lady Danbury keep her estate rolling with no husband? What kind of wealth did he leave her? Because obviously she has done well for herself throughout the years without remarrying. I think we need a Lady Danbury love story, please. Please and thank you. Thank goodness for Violet's dad. Are they at the Edgers? The Edgers. Thank goodness for him having some sense to pay attention to his surroundings and act on them quickly. Because, yeah, their great experiments wasn't going to do jack shit if the palace didn't put their full weight behind everything. It was never going to work. It seems ill thought out. And again, why now, why then? Why now, why then for this experiment? I have questions. But oh my gosh, we're halfway through the series. There's more to come, obviously. But where do we go? Confrontations will be made. I'm expecting confrontations and decisions. I really don't know, guys. But I want you here with me. Please be with me when I find out, because it is so much more fun when we do this together. And I want you to please take care of yourselves, stretch your bodies, take your vitamins. There's so many germs running around my work, so many germs running around my day job. Eat something if you haven't already, and then come back and see the next video in the queue. So thanks again, y'all, and until next time.